Guys, I can't believe I'm saying it, but the pink blob seems to finally have a place in the meta. Ditto, copy anything. You choose one of your opponent's attacks and use it as a attack. You do need the necessary energy in order to do it, but with Arceus going around everywhere, this could be a great way to swing into Arceus, hit it for 130 back. We're pairing it with Snorlax and Magneton. Snorlax is going to be like the main attacker here. He has 140 HP, he does 100 damage for 4 colorless. Collapse, it's now asleep. We pair that with Berry. So now our Snorlax is only attacking for 2 energy. We can get a Snorlax online very, very quickly because we're playing the Dawn plus Magneton package to charge the energy. Magnezone as another supplemental attacker in here. Now, the cool thing about Ditto is you can really run any energy. And I'm not sure how it works in tournaments if there's some rule where you need to, like, select your energy before the tournament. But in theory, you could get into your pairing, see what your opponent's playing, and just change your energy type to that. Because you don't really need anything but colorless. Magneton gets all the lightning energy you need. Yeah, and you could just run it. Like, if you're playing against a fighting deck, just turn your energy to just fighting, and there you go. Ditto is an option for it. But on the ladder, I guess I'm most afraid of Celebi's running around, and I'm most afraid of, like, Palkias. So I'm going to do Water and Grass for today, but again, you could change the energy to everything. If you're worried about Rampardos and you want a way to one-shot a Rampardos after it's come up and taken a knockout, use the Ditto. Of course, Snorlax or Magnezone could finish off the knockout, but could be an option for Ditto. There are just, like, unlimited potential with this, and this seems to be the way that it's working the best. So here is the list. Let's get into the games, and I'll show you how the new Ditto Snorlax Magnezone deck goes. Going first here with a bit of a broken start. Staryu. I don't love to see him. He's going to beat up on my Snorlax quick. But we can bench Magnemite. We got Magneton ready to go. I'm going to do this to, like, I'll get some bonus damage on the Starmie, which is cool. Now, I could... Yeah, I probably feel fine here, like, letting the Snorlax take 1 hit. We have water energy as well, which is fantastic. So, let's get Ditto down. And we'll attach here. I don't like if I see a Starmie this turn, it means that my opponent's gonna swing into Snorlax, and then I'm not gonna have much after that. Well, I could attack with Magneton next to clean up the Starmie and leave my opponent with hopefully very little. But we'll have to see if they're even able to pull off getting a Starmie here. Attach to Staryu. Okay. I still feel fine about this. I got a secondary attacker in the back. A Dawn that turn would have been cool, so I could start putting this water energy on Ditto so he could be a backup attacker. But this seems fine. I guess it... No, because we're going to do 140 damage over these turns. Even an Irida isn't going to stop my Magneton. All right, Pokeball's great. See what we find. Second Magnemite. Yeah, I feel fine benching second Magnemite. Magneton Volt Charge. Attach there and Berry. Now we got 100 more going on to the Starmie. Weakened Starmie. And Magneton's right there to pick up the return KO. I'll check for sleep. I stay asleep, but it doesn't matter. He is going to perish this turn. Hey, even if my opponent goes Irida, well, he could go Irida double potion, I guess, and then we'd be in a weird spot. Then we wouldn't be psyched. But that eliminates that threat. So, I guess I'm just trying to dodge, like, another Staryu. If it's a Palkia or an Articuno that goes down, it's okay. As long as a Misty doesn't go so well for my opponent. There's that. I'm playing the wrong Magnemite. I need to switch my Magnemite after this game. That would have been in the deck list that I showed you. That we would have had the right one. Yeah, there's the Staryu. Don't love that. Just a pass? Okay. Wake up. Okay. I mean, it still need like a Berry or a Dawn to attack. Neither. Okay. So we'll Volt Charge. And we'll put the energy on the Ditto. I'm just expecting the Snorlax to go down no matter what. But at the like, I could go Ditto next turn, swing into the Starmie to knock it out, even if there's an Irida here. Which I don't know why my opponent... I mean, my opponent could use the Irida for the 1. Sure. It's possible. Things are getting a bit scary, though. Without a doubt. Things are getting a bit scary. Now, I don't have to use Cyrus, which is cool. I think I'll still send up the Ditto. And... yeah, okay. We're going to need a couple things for this game to work out for us. We're going to need Magnezone. We're going to need another Snorlax on the bench. There's Magnezone, which is fantastic. Now, to prevent losing next turn to a Sabrina, I could just go attack with Magnezone and hope that I can attack with something else later on instead of letting this Ditto attack. It does stink because now I have a Grass Energy pending. Who knows when my next Water Energy is going to come around. But for the time being, I mean, I can fire off 2 Magnezone attacks, which feels cool to me. I guess I could still lose by double Sabrina. But, I mean, what can you do? What can you do? If we had regular Magnemite, if my opponent doesn't have an Irida, we could have trolled this one for sure. Well, now we can just win with a Sabrina. Pretty sure I have Sabrina in here. Do I have Sabrina? No, I think I just have the 1 Cyrus. Just the 1 Cyrus. I've been playing a lot of different decks today. We were live streaming trying to get the win challenge done with random decks. A lot of decks were played. Yeah, okay, so here's double grass. All right, so we really want to see, like, second Ditto. You are not helpful. Thank goodness I have a communication. I'll take either. I'll take Magneton or Snorlax here. This is all fine. I mean, I am now looking for my last berry to make this work out in my favor. But it's not like I can attack with the Ditto. And now it's going to be dodge Sabrina for 1 turn. There's Potion. Cool. Do we maybe see a retreat into Ammonite? I don't know why he would do that. He would lose. It's a good way to lose the game. Okay. Hydro Splash. So what's better? What's better here? I think it is still just like promote Snorlax and hope we find Berry soon. Research. Well, Water Energy, not a good time for you to show up a little bit too late. So now we go Research. There's Magneton. There's Double Dawn. I mean, no matter what, next turn I'm attacking with the Snorlax. My opponent could also have the Omastar, which will ruin our game. So maybe it should have just been a Dawn that turn. Irida is fine. I think it should have been a Dawn that turn. Because now my Snorlax can get poked by this guy. Yeah, what does this guy even do? During your next turn, the defending Pokemon can't attack. That's cringe. How do we even get around this? Can we get around this? It's not like I can bring the Starmie up and swing in 1 turn. Oh boy. Okay. So our method here is going to have to be avoid Sabrina, avoid Cyrus, do this, attach there, retreat into Magneton, next turn Volt Charge, retreat into Ditto, Cyrus. It's not a great win condition, but it is the condition we have now. So let's see if it can work. We need to dodge Irida, Sabrina, Cyrus. Oh, we did! He missed everything. Wow, Ditto gets to come in. That could have been played better on my part, like, for sure. But who cares? We win. It's my first game with the Ditto Snorlax deck, all right? It's not going to be perfect every time. Nah, we just get there. Volt Charge, retreat into Ditto, and copy Hydro Splash, and that's the game. Ditto actually pulling his weight. Glad I'm doing water and grass today. Hydro Splash, there we go. Wait, you can copy any of your opponent's Pokemon's attacks. This is so gross. How did I just realize that? You can copy anything. It doesn't have to be the active. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't read Ditto good enough. Yet another fighting deck. We just faced one. It was a Garchomp as well. Hand is much worse than last time. Oh, come on, man. I got the double Ditto in hand. Like, it's 2 Magnemites and a Snorlax in there. What are we doing? And he's starting with the Fighting Gibble. Which means he will be able to get 40 on me this turn. Don't love it. Wonder what variant he's playing. Okay, there's my answer. It's Lucario. Yeah, this is not a fantastic start. Rocky Helmet. Do I just go Rocky Helmet here attached to the bench one? I guess, and I'll do this just in case my opponent wants to use Sabrina. I mean, that's potentially 2 damage pokes with Snorlax. I feel like we just have to get through one Garchomp, and we should be in the clear. So, let's just aim to do that. Get through the 1 Garchomp. Well, that makes it harder. For sure. It's not impossible. Sabrina. Yeah, I thought that was coming. That's why I benched the Ditto so he could be the answer. Second Pokeball. Okay, so now we know we're getting Magnemite. Need a few other things, though. I mean, we either need a Dawn for this Snorlax next. I'm fine with the Ditto going down. It doesn't really matter to me. I'd rather that over the Snorlax, and I don't want to, like, attach and retreat into the Snorlax, because then my opponent's just free to go, like, linear attack, linear attack, linear attack, and just start gaming on me. Let's play it like this. It does suck, because now the Garchomp will be one-shotting Snorlaxes with the Lucario, but it's not like I have a way around it. He is still going to go for linear attack. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. And there's the Dawn we would have wanted. Why didn't you just take the knockout, you weirdo? You weird guy. Oh, I can't even attack. I thought linear attack was for 1 colorless. So I can't even copy that. I can't. Ditto is literally useless in this matchup. I'm sadly going to have to attach to the Ditto. We'll just do that and watch the Ditto wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And maybe if we can just avoid a Cyrus this turn. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Give us, like, another turn to find some other attacker or whatever. Lucario's going to get set up, too. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one, for sure. This ain't going to be easy. But with our opponent's board state, maybe we can still get it done? Not seeing another Gibble hit the bench. That's another linear attack is whatever onto that Snorlax. I'm about to offer him to you. So, Volt Charge. And now, if I can find Magnezone this turn, or next turn, I can just attack with him. Because of that extra turn my opponent gave me. So, Dawn, and we'll go Collapse for 100. And then, where to go after this? I don't wake up. I don't really care. I assume my opponent's just going to take this knockout here. And yeah, we sort of need Magnezone like right after this turn to have a chance. Because I need a follow-up attacker on this Garchomp. And need to avoid like all of the Cyrus shenanigans my opponent's going to try to go for. He could even Cyrus up my damaged Snorlax and then linear attack this one now. Which would suck for sure. Linear attack to that one. Okay. So, I think it is just send up Magneton and hope that we have a way to get into Magnezone. Like, what am I missing? I haven't used the research. I haven't used the comm. I have a 50-50 to get something that helps me find Magnezone. Just really the only play we can do. We can't really send up Snorlax here. Pokemon Communication. That's a Magnezone. That's a Magnezone. Count it. That counts. Calm away the Ditto. Don't need him anymore. And we'll bench the other Magnemite to go into Magneton. Magnezone. We can attack with him twice. Now, my opponent might be playing a Giant Cape, so, you know, it's whatever. This Lucario might not... We might not be able to knock out this Lucario for game next turn, but we can get pretty darn close. Again, another... I forgot to change the Magnemite. I gotta change the Magnemite after this game. I have to remember. Because, like, if he uses Giant Cape, I could have followed up with the Magnemite attack for 10 to take my last prize. Instead, yeah, let's just hope for no Giant Cape. Cyrus? That's okay. I don't really care about that at all. I mean, it does mean I can't attack this turn unless I top deck Dawn. If I don't top deck Dawn, my opponent does get another turn out of this, which is fine. Is he gonna go for another Garchomp setup? I don't think you're gonna have the time to do that, buddy. I'm definitely not going to give you the time you need for that to happen. In this circuit, I'll probably just, like, evolve Magneton and then start attaching to Snorlax. Because I'm pretty sure I can get a Snorlax powered up, ready for a Berry Swing, before my opponent can get whatever it is he needs. I'm surprised he didn't Cyrus up to Snorlax. I mean, I guess, like, Ditto is completely useless, but, like, Snorlax would not be going anywhere if he brought him up. Let's just see what he does. If he attacks, that just counts as a concession. Cyrus. Okay. Not useful. I mean... Like, where's the energy going to be back? He did a bench a Gibble, so... We're going to attach to Magnezone in case I can just win this next turn. Yeah, let's do this. I would love to start, you know, divvying up the energy, but I mean, if my opponent doesn't have a way to just win the game, or to prevent us from winning the game via a Giant Cape, I'm just going to attach the Ditto Retreat and swing with Magnezone, and that's going to be it. Nope. Okay. That's the game. We actually got there over Garchomp, which is pretty insane. You wouldn't think it'd be possible. But just having a lot of basic one-prize Pokemon that can swing for a lot of damage ended up getting us there. Cool. No Ditto required. Ditto did a great job being a wall for us. Finally, a non-Garchomp deck. I just conceded the last one because they flipped over a Gibble, and I'm like, all right, dude, we've done enough for the video. We're over this. I have Magnemite. I have double Ditto. I'm fine with just ripping the Pokeball first and then researching and hoping to find some who do you call them? Magnetons, Magnezones, whatever. Anything else interesting? Well, there's every basic in the deck. So Pokeball means nothing anymore. We'll go here. We'll go here. We do have the Ditto. I don't need to show the Ditto yet, though. We're going to be building up this Snorlax first, but it does look like it's superior Celebi. Dude, 90% of what I play... The only 3 decks I play against are fighting decks, either Garchomp or Gallade, Celebi, superior, and some form of Palkia. Those are the 3 decks. I do not see Arceus, like, ever. Like, maybe 1 in every 15 games is an Arceus. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's... okay, I guess. Pretty interesting to send the Celebi up to the front lines this early. Do I even want to attach to the active one then? Well, let's do this. We'll throw a Ditto back. Hope for a Magneton. It's either a Magneton or Magnezone. It's a Magnezone. You rat. You rat. I mean, like, what do I have to do to win this game? Get through a Celebi? And then, like, one other Pokemon, which shouldn't be too hard. I can probably do that by going Snorlax 1. Someone else 2. I like using the Snorlax as just a wall. But the question is, do I want to try to build up Snorlax or Ditto right now? We'll put 1 on Snorlax. It's fine. And I'm still going to hold. I'm still going to hold the hand. I'm not entirely sure who I want more on the bench right now. Ditto or... yeah, okay. So it's going to be a quick superior. At every Celebi I play against, man, they're finding the superiors immediately. You would think that this deck was tier 0. the way that they be acting when they play me. Flip a coin. Yep. 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 All right, just 50. It's okay. I mean, Snorlax is still probably going down next turn. Not much I can do about that. All right, let's hope for research. I call the research, like, top decks way too often. Magneton. Excellent. We need this secondary attacker to, you know, get up and going here. We can attack with Snorlax after this. Yeah, we're in a pretty fine spot. And Ditto? Ditto's not going to be a thing right now. I honestly don't think. Because next turn, Snorlax goes down most likely. I send up Snorlax, either Dawn or Berry, depending on, like, what the hand is. Yeah, no, it just makes sense to put the Magnemite down. Because if Snorlax is going down here, then if I top deck Magneton, then cool, I get to evolve into it right then. And I bench the Ditto anyways. And they're superior. Yeah, you know, you saw it coming. You saw it coming if you're a sharp guy like me. Celebi is superior with red card is crazy. Huh. We got everything we needed, though. We got everything we needed. I would have preferred a Berry, just to keep some energy on Magnezone, but it's fine. It's fine. All right, buddy. You didn't need to go that hard. Okay, so my opponent has a pretty low hand size here, and he has a lot of cards left in deck. I mean, I'm gonna be doing what, 210 damage over the course of these next 2 turns? Dude, it, like, look at this. Is just, it's, I don't even know what to say. It's like they understand that I played the game right, so they want to reward me for sequencing correctly. All right, we attach there, and we go Dawn. Bring that energy up. Do I even just evolve into the Magnezone? I mean, I have 1 card in hand. Why would my opponent ever red card me or anything? Let's just collapse. And I don't think there's a way for my opponent to heal. What could he do? He could go Erica, bring himself up to 80. He could go Erica double potions, sure. And that would be really, really cringe. But there's no stopping it if it happens. And then after this, we're going to have to find a knockout somewhere else because my opponent's only going to need 1 more prize. Well, there's 1 potion. His hand can't possibly be potion, potion, potion. And he's attaching to the Celebi. He has no backup. What are you doing? I have 2 Magnetons on the bench. You don't think that it's possible I have a Magnezone to follow this up? And, like, dude, you only need 3 heads. Is he not going to get it? No. No. No, Milk. I'm sorry, Milk. His name is Milk. That's why I'm saying if you didn't catch it. I just unplugged my headphones. Am I asleep still? No. Why am I asleep still, bro? The odds of that. What is that? Dang it, man. Okay, so this sucks. This sucks now for sure. Why did I have to stay asleep, bro? What? No, dude, this game's hours, and I hit the 25% chance I stay asleep? There was no, like, come on, man. Why didn't you just knock me out? He's still attached to the Celebi. That's crazy. What are you doing, dude? You need a backup attacker. You need a... please flip 1. I mean, I guess Snorlax can attack anyways, but... my opponent is... okay, good. My opponent is not really deserving of this win. For not, you know, contemplating. Hey, what happens after the Celebi goes down? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Alright, there you go, Milk. Good job. So now... we'll just go Volt Charge. Volt Charge. Attach the Ditto on the bench. And Magnezone. And we see what my opponent has to say about this. Take Rocky Helmet damage. It's fine. You just need 1 more prize. Waiting for opponent to return. Did he leave? If he left, I'm just going to chalk it up to there was nothing more my opponent could have done. And that's the game. which it seems like it is. He probably left because he was in a losing spot. Opponent did not return. We took it over Milk. Milk and his hubris. Built up the Celebi with no backup attackers. Pachirisu? No. Why? Why are we doing this? Possible. I mean, I got a lot of big one-prize attackers to hopefully chew through this guy. I don't have a way to use Ditto in this matchup because it's a lightning deck. Double Pokeball is great. I need one of these to be a Magnemite. Magnemite, cool. I would love it. The other one to be a Snorlax. If it's a Ditto, he's getting communicationed away. I don't need him. Okay. We'll bench the 1. Now, I sadly don't have a way to attack with Snorlax next turn. I've dodged the berry. So, this Snorlax is going to get hit first. I just don't want to send the Magnezone away. And the Magnemite might be useful. There's double Pachi. Alright, so our opponent's being fast. As Pachirisu 18 Trainers aims to be. Magneton, okay. That's cool. You can go Volt Charge. I'll probably just bench the Magnemite. Yeah. I could go Dawn this turn, so I, can use a research next turn if I draw one, and that feels fine. Let's do that. Hopefully I would love it if my opponent went Sabrina here. I'll give him a Magnemite in exchange for having a full HP Snorlax. 100%. Come on, it's glowing. The card is glowing in your hand. You can't resist. You have so many glowing cards. You want to play one of them, and that's Sabrina. It looks so good. You want to do it. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. Play the Sabrina. Play the Sabrina. Play the Sabrina. Take my Magnemite. Take my Magnemite, please. Take him off my hands. Haha. Thank you. Full HP Snorlax going in. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. Now, that makes me want, now I'm afraid of second Sabrina, though. Because now I don't have any way to prevent that. And again, I don't want to lose Magnezone, but if my opponent has second Sabrina, I just lose Magneton anyways. It would just stink to lose out on another Volt Charge, potentially. Yeah, I don't love losing out on another Volt Charge, but... No, but I kind of have to. I kind of have to Volt Charge twice. Oh, what are the odds he has double Sabrina? He has 9 cards left in deck. He already found 1. It's not high. It's really not a high likelihood that he has double Sabrina. Oh, I don't want to... If I lose this Magneton, I lose. But if I evolve now, I can only attack with him once. And that's not going to be enough, because I have to Snorlax twice to get rid of this Pachirisu. And then I would have to Snorlax twice again on the bench one. I guess I just got to collapse. I got to collapse and hope there's not second Sabrina. It would be ridiculous for him to have second Sabrina. We wake up, so that's good. We will be able to knock this thing out. Next turn, if Magneton can just hold on, I'm going to Volt Charge and evolve him. He's done his job. And we should have enough attacks to get through this game. But we just got to dodge a second Sabrina here. It would be crazy for my opponent to have 2. I can't stress that enough. Him having 2 would be such, awful variance for us. Giovanni is fine. He hits me for 90. Whatever. I don't care. I don't know what other Pokemon my opponent could be playing. It might have just been a glowing card in his hand. He wanted to get rid of it. That's fine. Alright. Volt Charge. And we should just be able to Magnezone twice through this second Pachirisu. And be okay. I think this is too much HP for our opponent to get through. Even if he uses a Sabrina now, he doesn't one-shot Magnezone. And I just got to attack twice with Magnezone. I think we should just be fine. I don't see a way that this doesn't really work out for us. My opponent can go Mars this turn now and set me down to 1 card, but, whatever. Who cares? I don't. Is it just going to be a sparking gadget? I can't... Listen, this was a very... There's Mars. Ooh. Oh, no. I don't have Win on board. Thanks for the berry. Appreciate it. I'll probably play him next turn just for a little bit of support. Moral support. Yeah, I'm doing 110. You can't heal 110 damage from this stupid squirrel. Hate to tell you. Yeah, I just did some mind game stuff, and I got him to play the Sabrina by whispering in his ear. It was a colossal throw from our opponent. Like, 100%. Should not have Sabrina. I don't know why he did that. I don't know what about that looked like a good play. I had two attackers getting built up. Maybe, I mean, if you think it's possible I'm playing double Magnezone, but even still, it's just a Magnemite on the bench. It's not like, it's not like I was anywhere close to a second Magnezone. I would have had to find another Magneton. It's, you know, it's tricky. This is a fast deck. You kind of hope to win before your opponent finds 2 stage 2s. If your opponent finds 2 stage 2s while you're playing the Pachirisu deck, it's probably just over anyways. Just attack into the attackers because you're faster. That's what you do. And that's how you win the game. Don't, like, try to prey on little stuff to take the prizes faster. And we go Thunder Blast. GG. You don't let me do it. You're playing Squirrel 18 trainers. You don't let me take my prize. This is why I have, like, no win points on my record. Every time. Every time we get to the end of the game, I just get an instant concession. Ditto would be so much more hype into these matchups if these stupid water decks would play Manaphy again. Because you could go Ditto, and then if you get the water energy, copy the Manaphy, and then just start powering up everything. And it'd be awesome. But we don't do that anymore, apparently. We play 2 big EXs and a bunch of trainer cards. And that is somehow the better option. Okay, that is so unfortunate. To miss Magnemite twice there. I don't have a way to attack with this Snorlax. I don't have Magnemite into Magneton. I don't have a berry in hand, so I'm gonna build up the one on the bench. Dude, I unplugged my headset again. Twice this video. It's twice this video. There we go. It's another one of these Palkia Starmie decks. Not quite as linear, but yeah, I've been seeing a lot of these. I don't know why. Did one, like, recently do fantastic at a tournament? There's Magneton. Your idiot little brother, man. He's not around, so you don't get to play. I'm sorry. We're gonna slow build up a Snorlax on the bench. That's not fun. While we wait for our opponent to do whatever he wants. I mean, if we top deck Berry, we can go Dawn plus... Well, we don't need to. We can just attach to the active Snorlax and then say next turn we'll Dawn. Or not Dawn, Berry. And swing. Maybe it's not all bad. It is going to be a little bit rough to try to get through one Palkia and then one Starmie. But that's what the Magnezone's for, I guess. He will be able to handle it. Looks like our opponent just wants to build up this Palkia. Which is okay with me. I prefer the Palkia attacking for Dimensional Storm and losing 3 energy. Another slash. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool. What do we got? Magnemite! What's up, buddy? Still no reason to attach to this one, I don't think. Well, I'll put the 1 here. We already kind of have enough energy in play to do what we need to do. I'll put the 1 here in case the top deck is a berry. I'd rather leave the berry option open than get a 3rd grass energy onto a Snorlax. If it was a water energy, maybe there would have been a consideration to put it on the Ditto. Because that could be a follow-up attacker into the Starmie. But it sort of just seems like this Snorlax is going to go down. And it is what it is. No berry. Okay. Well, we tried. We certainly tried. So we'll abandon him. And we'll just attach there. And now if my opponent wants to go Dimensional... I don't see why he would go Dimensional Storm. He can just slash 2 more times. So a berry here would be very big if my opponent does not go for Dimensional Storm. Well, if he wants to knock out the Ditto via Dimensional Storm, that's, like, a weird option. But sure, go ahead. Interesting. Interesting. Sure, my Snorlax is in Dimensional Storm 2. No, he's not. He's at 30. He's fine. Okay. We'll go Volt Charge. We can put back the Ditto and find either Magnezone or Magneton here. I would really prefer it to be a Magnezone for later. Cool. And... probably feel fine benching this Magneton, or this Magnemite now. There's, like, endless ways for my opponent to figure this game out. If he's using Gust, that I don't think this extra Magnemite is going to hurt us. Oh, no, dude. It might be another Snorlax stays asleep type thing. It only happens a quarter of the time, but it feels like it happens more than a quarter of the time. Not really. It's been pretty fair. There's Irida. I was expecting it. I was expecting it. I figured we'd be out of damage range here. It's not the end of the world. My opponent needs a little bit more before this Palkia is up and going again. Let's see what we get. Yeah, we stay asleep. Of course. Of course. Okay. There's the Ditto back. Hey, buddy. So we'll attach to this Snorlax, I guess. Pass. And we're awake now. We can next turn just retreat, which I feel like I want to do. I feel like I just want to retreat into Magnezone and take the knockout guaranteed if my opponent doesn't have second Irida. Misty. How many energy is he at? Is he at 2? I'll allow 1 heads only. Okay. So if he wants to Dimensional Storm, no, he's going to attach there. That's fine too. That's fine too. Because I do think it's going to be like Magnezone. I'm going to research, and what I'm really hoping for is Rocky Helmet. Dawn Berry. Not what we wanted to see. But Magnezone can at least get the knockout here. And we'll attach there because we have the berry. Go Thunder Blast, take this KO. If my opponent has Giant Cape, I'm not going to be able to one-shot the Starmie. It's why I wanted the... how do you say? Because what would really be, like, game-ending for us here? Well, no matter what, because probably the worst-case scenario is my opponent goes Cyrus plus Giant Cape. But there's that, so I'm feeling better about it. Because he's only going to be able to hit my Magnezone for 90 now. I'm going to get a second turn with him. And I have, you know, dual follow-up attackers on the bench here. I'll just attach to the other Snorlax, and I have the berry in hand. But maybe... let's... Opponent conceded. Oh, yeah, he didn't have Giant Cape. We won. I was thinking too far ahead. We had that one. Cool. Awesome. All right. We went first. We researched. Didn't find much. We have second research in hand, and the full Magnezone line. We also have berry, and it looks like it's going to be some sort of Crobat Arceus deck. So, looking forward to this one. We've got a decent start. Our opponent's playing a good deck. It's one of the few Arceus I've hit today. They're not around, man. They're not around, which is surprising. It's just, like, the most powerful deck, and there's a ton of ways to play it. But still, people are opting to, like, play Celebi Superior still, or, or what is it? Or Palkia and 2 Misty and whatever other cards are in that deck. Pokeball? Okay. I want to research first. I just want basics. I have everything else I need. I just want basics. Wow. That is... it's kind of crazy what's happening right now. There's Ditto. I didn't expect it to be a Magnemite. We're going to communicate him away. I just want a Magnemite. It's all I'm looking for. Ditto would be useful here, but sadly I don't have the luxury of... Ugh. Where are my basics? I have Half of the remainder of my deck is basics. 5 out of 8 cards are basic finding tools. That is so unfortunate. This is like perfect hand. We just needed one thing to be different. Hopefully the Zubat stays active and we can just collapse and knock him out. Because the Arceus isn't really a problem unless my opponent can go Crobat, ping me. So I'm going to either hope for no Golbat this turn or Zubat stays active. Well, Darkrai now makes it possible. Rocky Helmet on Zubat? Yeah. Okay, so now... There's Pokeball. Magni? Guys, dude, like you saw in Arceus, and I get you're excited, but it is not the time. Not the right order, man. What am I supposed to do here? If I bury an attack, I'm left with nothing, and then there's an Arceus in the active spot, taking 3 prizes instantly. I literally, I can't. I have to start building up a Ditto. There you are. Thank you. Much appreciated. Now, we're still not in a good spot. Right? But I have to knock the Zubat out. Because otherwise he just... Do I, though? Yeah, I do. Because no matter what, this Snorlax gets knocked out next turn. So, this is super weird on how we're going to get this figured out. I think... The playline is going to have to be top deck... Top deck Magnemite, top deck Magneton. Because what we're going to do next turn is send up Ditto, Dawn, Swing. We need... Yeah, it's not looking great. It's not looking great. I mean, there are ways that we stay in it. But sadly, I can't, like... Do I even have another research? No, I've used both research. So we are in just top deck mode. Who do we get? Second Magneton. Alright, that was... maybe the worst card we could have gotten? Close to it. Close to it for sure. So now we go Magneton, do this. Whose attack do we copy? Probably just Arceus. We're the only one we can. Arceus for 110. Now, how can we finish off this Arceus EX before losing? There's Golbat. Not looking great. Not looking great. We had Magnemite earlier. If we had Magnemite earlier, we would have so much extra energy in play that this could have just been Magnezone follow-up knockout. But instead, we saw Ditto off of Pokeball. No, off of double Pokeball and communication. Wait, why is he doing this? He's giving us a chance. Okay. So now... Wait. Alright, I see what's going on here. He's gonna hope to go Darkrai ping plus Crobat ping. So, and then... what can I do to try to prevent this from ruining my game? We just need the Cyrus, man. We just need the Cyrus and we're good. Let's discard the Grass Energy, because maybe I end up using Dawn on Magnezone. I could even do it now, but how much is Darkrai gonna be able to do? He's gonna be able to do 130. So I can't swing with Magnezone now. Right? If I swing with Magnezone now, Darkrai comes up, takes the knockout. Where does my last prize card come from? It would still be Cyrus. So let's just try to buy some more time. Because we can wait this out. We can wait this out. I'll even attach to the Snorlax because we have, like, everything we need to do what we want. Yeah, we can wait this out for a couple of turns. Now, my opponent can't go, like, Cyrus plus Leaf, so at the most he could do is Cyrus up Ditto, take one prize that way, but then I know I'm safe from being attacked into. Okay, he's not going to do that, so that means we do get an extra turn here. Attached to Arceus, cool. Yeah, all right, so there's Cyrus. So now we sort of just want to get the attack out of him so we can go into Magnezone. So I want to Berry here. I want to evolve into Magnezone because he's ready to go. So is Ditto. And I can't believe we're actually getting away with this. I guess my opponent must just not have had Cyrus. Yeah, all of the plays here are pointing to my opponent did not have Cyrus or did not have a way to win. So he had to play it a little bit slow. But we can collapse here. We're not going to die to, like, Crobat plus Darkrai Ping, and then that's GG's. And we just have to make sure we hold the Cyrus. But I have to force this out of my opponent because I'm not retreating the Snorlax at any point. He has too many energy on him. I guess I could have... No, I couldn't have. I was going to say, I could have dawned to him, but then I couldn't have Cyrused up the Arceus. This sort of feels like the best chance we had. And at this point, my opponent now has to attack with Darkrai because attacking with Crobat means Magnezone KOs it. And attacking with Darkrai also results in the same. He actually could have held that turn, right? Hold on, he could have held. The Snorlax wasn't really going anywhere. He could have held and gone up with Darkrai, maybe? And then I would have been forced to... No, I had 60 on me. I still would have been fine. I think I had 60 on me. Or I had 50 on me. I'm not sure. Either way, we get there. I'll have to, like, watch that back and see if my opponent holding there would have gotten him the game. Opponent conceded. Cool. Yep, we just had the Cyrus. Awesome. Dude, jeez, what a battle. What a battle.